When Chef Brian Kevorkian wants to feel at home, he goes straight to the source.
Source is my home. Source is where I live. Source is where I come for happiness. This is where I come to just be me.
Because nothing feeds this chef's soul more than sourcing great ingredients.
This is a restaurant where we source every possible ingredient that we can, and we are just trying to produce the best possible food we can with every possible ingredient that we can get from all of the farms around the area.
So without a doubt, you can be sure your food is farm fresh when you get it at Source. Located in Harvard Square, inside a former firehouse, Source is airy, open, and welcoming, which is also how owner Daniel Roughan hopes his guests feel when they visit.
I wanted to open a restaurant for everyone at all times. A restaurant that's accessible and approachable, not just for a celebration, but where every day is a celebration. My goal was to make an extremely warm and welcoming atmosphere where you would feel like home. Every time you come in, you should feel like you're coming home.
And you should feel like you're eating food made from the best possible ingredients, which is why Chef Brian devotes so much time to sourcing them.
This establishes a connection with the food, with the produce, with the proteins, with everything that we get. We have a connection to that, and we are elevating them, and we are showcasing them, and we are making the love with them so that everything that we put out is just the peak of what it can be.
So Source starts with great ingredients, but what takes them to the next level is cooking as many of them as possible with wood fire.
We do all wood fire. There's no gas. It is natural wood. This oven here, we cook all of our pizzas in it. We char our chicken wings in it. We cook our ribeyes in it. If we can cook it in this oven, we are doing what we can to cook in this oven because it's just so much fun and it's just amazing to be able to play with it.
When it comes to the pizzas that come out of it, well, Daniel is a big fan.
I describe our pizzas as absolute perfection. Our chef has come up with our own starter. For the past 2 years, we've been feeding it and growing it to give you dough unlike any other in the state.
Any first-timer to Source should start with a margarita pizza, a simple and satisfying showcase of great ingredients.
I think our margarita pizza is by far the best margarita pizza that I've had ever. Most margarita pizzas that I've had always come with mozzarella. We're utilizing burrata. I find that burrata gives you more of a creaminess to it, gives you a better flavor, and then we finish it just with a little bit of fresh sea salt.
For plenty of farm-fresh flavor, try the Tuscan Kale Pizza with goat cheese, mushrooms, red onion, whipped feta, and Mike's Hot Honey. For a little heat, order a zingy buffalo chicken pie topped with blue cheese and pickled red onions. And for something to cure your hunger or hangover, try the Bolognese Pizza.
When you're really hungover and you really need that greasy, delicious, wonderful, cheesy, meaty pizza, you get that with this Bolognese pizza. It's that pizza that you just want to eat and you just know it's not good for you, but you just want to keep eating it and keep eating it and keep eating it.
As for a pizza Brian can't stop eating, it's the classic pepperoni.
That's probably my favorite. It just has those beautiful cups that just fills with all the grease, and so every bite is just this greasy explosion of just pepperoni lovey deliciousness. It's just amazing, and I crave it. I eat almost one a day. Don't say that to my wife.
That wood-fired oven works its magic on more than just pizza, imparting smoky flavor to a gorgeously marbled ribeye that's perfectly roasted, expertly sliced, and served up for two, plus addictive, fire-kissed chicken wings.
I love that char on chicken wings. I love when you get them right next to the fire and they get that like just about almost too much, but they're still not there, but they're perfect and they're charred and they're crispy and they're delicious. We pick those up in this caramelized red curry and coconut, and you get these beautiful spicy but not too spicy, sweet but not too sweet, just really delicious, well-balanced chicken wing.
Once the savory is done, you're going to want something sweet. Whether you go for Daniel's mom's recipe for apple crumble or the light and lovely panna cotta.
When you take your spoon and you go into it, you get this just beautiful, creamy, rich, flavorful, sweet vanilla, just deliciousness that just sort of coats your mouth, but it's not overly heavy. It's still light and airy and delicious and wonderful.
And while the farm-fresh ingredients promise to feed your belly well, Chef Brian really hopes a meal at Source will satisfy your soul.
Over half of my life has been hospitality, has been doing what I can to put a smile on the person who comes in to eat my food's face. My goal is to know that every person that's come in this restaurant, sits down and eats the food, is gonna leave with a gigantic smile on their face and to be happy.